Blogging like Chris and Dave taught me to do it. Thanks to Chris and Dave with recommendations on blogging content. Today is a wonderful day, and first time I start using stories of my personal life in my blog posts. The stories of my personal life, which after overcoming fears and the reflection process I decided to share as unique, as they just happened in the life of Carmelo Humphrey. Thus, there is no fear of plagiarism, content duplication, Google specs, or the threat of another person boring their blog readers with the same soap opera, maybe some grammar errors, but I'm jumping ahead of my specs. Or the threat of another person boring their blog readers with the same soap opera, maybe some grammar errors, but I'm jumping ahead of my blog posts, as it belongs to one of my stories about trying to speak English like a native American. The inclusion of these stories in my blog posts will introduce variety and reduce the boring index. Do you know about any boring index? If you know one, please let me know your comments. No doubts Dave Wood and Chris are experts in the art of blogging with a strong personality factor content. Privilege that blog readers selectively award to those that reach their hearts, no matter whether they love or hate them. If what I'm saying in this post resonates at a great scale with my readers, I will be thanked for years to come to Dave and Chris. Otherwise, if this blog turns out to be another dead stat, then it's my fault. As you will see, sometimes you'll reap the benefits of a lesson learned many years down the road. What are you saying, Carmelo? Why not to have an immediate instant gratification? The answer is quite simply, your five senses were not all tuned up in what was going on around you at that particular time. Story, here it goes. Short stories don't panic to 10 at 10, and now gentlemen, Carmelo's soap opera, first story told by himself without hiding anything. This story goes back to the years 90s. When I was assigned to an engineering project in the headquarters of a big company located in downtown Houston, TX. As a Venezuelan citizen, I had learned my English while working with a foreign company in Venezuela. I understood immediately as I joined this foreign company that learning English was vital if I wanted to escalate quickly and get better opportunities and promotions. I don't know if when the Dutch and English expatriates saw me coming they wanted to hide or run away. They knew they have to bear with me for quite some time teaching me and trying to understand my broken English. Many years later I was assigned to the project I mentioned earlier in Houston TX. Very soon I felt an urgent need of improving my English to a higher level. As per my strict specs, it could not be less than native American English level. I started practicing and approaching even strangers with the idea of polishing my American English accent. Very soon I started suffering the frustration when every person I talked to responded asking the dreaded "Where are you from?" You can't imagine the pain I felt in my heart, too, no devastation. Until one day, many months later, I entered the elevator and there was a lady. I immediately approached her with my best smile and talking in my best American accent. And then total debacle. It did not take too long that the dreaded "Where are you from?" oozed out from the lips of the nice lady. I was about to break into tears. The only thing I could utter was "Wow, I fail again." The lady asked me what I was talking about, and I told her my sad story about learning to speak English like a native American and how frustrating it was to hear "Where are you from?" She looked at me with a big smile and amazed by what I was telling her. She could not understand absolutely why I was trying to speak like a native American, because for her my accent was extremely sexy. I was shocked. Can you imagine for a moment? I passed from a frustrated guy to a sexy symbol in less than a heartbeat. Well. A similar funny thing occurred a few months later when I visited a stockbroker office. Suddenly a lady came out from a cubicle in the interior offices and headed to the front desk where I was and said, "I could not avoid meeting you personally. When I heard you talking to the front desk attendant, I immediately recognized your voice. I have answered your phone calls many times." Could you imagine that? Somebody is so impressed by your voice that she can immediately remind that she knows your voice. That's how your unique personal treasures and assets work in your favor and help you win the hearts of your audience. And finally brings abundance and prosperity into your life. P.S. If you like what you have read, please share it. Tell us if you have had experiences like the ones I told you in the story. Does this article bring some memories to you? Leave your comments. http://www.empowernetwork.com/Carmelo777 http://www.tony2goster.com